Hi, what's up YouTube? In today's video, I'm going to be doing a review on this Homax Ceiling Texture Pro Grade. If you would like to check out this awesome product, then definitely check out the link I have in the description below. And if you have any questions for me, just leave them in the comment section below. But hopefully you all can learn from a few tips that I had from my experience of doing a quick repair on my ceiling. One thing that I had a concern about was I didn't think you can actually knock this stuff down with the drywall knife, but you actually can. So if you want to achieve something different than an orange peel effect, then all you have to do is set it to the heaviest setting so it sprays on bigger clumps, and you're basically going to use a drywall knife and go at an angle at it to lay it down. Usually you want to wait around 2 to 5 minutes to let it dry. You'll see it look kind of shiny, and then it'll look kind of a matte finish when it starts to slightly dry, and that's the moment that you want to wet up your drywall knife and lay it down. The more pressure you put down is the flatter that it will appear on the ceiling. The area that I was repairing was about a 4 foot by 4 foot area, and it was just enough to get it done with just one can. I do highly recommend that you buy more than one can so you don't run out of product whenever you're trying to finish the job, because you can always return the stuff back to the store if you buy too many cans. One awesome benefit to using this Homax Texture Pro Grade is that you don't need any primer. Usually when I use other cheaper type of textures, I have to use like Kilt's primer sealant first before applying the texture, but with this stuff you just have to just spray it directly onto the drywall or sheetrock and you're good to go. One of the most critical steps is to make sure that you shake this can up vigorously for 5 minutes upside down, and this allows for the product to flow out freely instead of clumpy. And as you're actually texturing the ceiling, you also want to shake it up in between different areas that you spray to make sure that the product is nice and liquidy. So the sweet spot for me to get the texture just right was to hold the can about 1.5 feet away from the ceiling and go in a circular motion randomly. Now, before you actually commit to your final texture, you do want to test it out on a random area or even on a cardboard box. Remember, the goal to having a seamless finish is to make sure that you spray the affected area, but also blend it into the existing areas surrounding that repair spot. Once the texture is dry and you're satisfied with the outcome, then all you have to do is just make sure that you match the paint. You can go to Home Depot and they will give you a nice stir stick, can opener, and for this job being 4 foot by 4 foot, all I needed was about a quart to get all this stuff done. Most ceilings are going to have a flat finish, but some may have a semi-gloss, but just try and check and see if you can match the paint exactly how it is on the ceiling depending on the finish of it. But I do highly recommend the Marquee Bear paint because it really hides and covers up the paint with just one coat. On this particular job I actually did 2 coats and it was plenty. Whenever you're done with your Homax Texture Pro Grade spray can, you just turn it upside down, spray out the remnants out of it, and then you can go ahead and just put it in the lock position, and you can just store it away in a nice cool area for your next job. Here's what the damaged area looked like before, and all I had to do was use some 2x4 so I can mount a brand new sheetrock or piece of drywall to the studs, and then I used some all-purpose mud, and then I taped off everything around the surrounding area so it wouldn't get dirt and excess spray everywhere. And then I had to fit and measure out everything for the access panel, and this is what it looks like on the top and bottom. It just snaps together, and then it's held together onto the ceiling with some industrial 3M back taping. You just peel off the red part and then just stick it up onto the ceiling, and this is what it looks like up close. You can see how nice the texture came out after I painted it, and this is the finished product here. So this is what it looks like. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Definitely if you have any questions for me, just leave them in the comment section below. But please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share the video. And as always, thank you all for watching. To all my amazing viewers out there, please don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can stay tuned for the newest content that I upload.